What are the pros and cons working at a brokerage as an independent agent? And really what I'm talking about is there's two different ways to get into real estate. You can either join a team inside of a brokerage, or you can be an independent agent at a brokerage and work by yourself. I want to cover specifically the pros and cons. What I'm talking about is, what are the pros being an independent real estate agent? You have no boss, you have no one checking in with you, you have no one telling you what to do. You have the flexibility and freedom to literally start your own business and do whatever you see fit. You don't have anybody telling you what to do. With exception, the brokerage is more than likely to require some kind of marketing. Their name is going to be required every time you advertise yourself. You can't go crazy and try to advertise your own websites and names and everything without attaching your brokerage. So again, it's not going to be maybe 100% freedom, but for the most part, you're very free. The other pro being at a brokerage is they provide training, they provide insights. A lot of them provide a CRM, continuing education, sometimes at no cost. They do provide masterminds and meetups and new agent stuff. So there's a lot of things they're also doing to make sure to help you succeed, okay? So there's a lot of good benefits being an independent agent at a brokerage. Another one is money. More than likely, you're gonna get more money per transaction, which is huge. When you're on a team, you're actually gonna get less per sale. That's why a team has to perform way above and beyond than a brokerage, because they're charging a little bit more, obviously, because there's a little bit of additional cost, versus a brokerage is usually split a little bit differently. So those are almost all the pros when you think of an independent agent. Maybe the last one I would add to that is, again, you really set yourself up with whatever schedule you want, and you don't have to go in and do anything that you don't want to, because no one's checking in with you. Here's some cons. What we have found is accountability is the #1 reason people are unproductive in real estate. You can look it up. But unproductivity leads to not success. 87% of real estate agents fail in the business. If you're part-time, it's 95%. Some people even think it's as high as 98%. So that could be a huge con. If you don't have somebody checking in with you and actually holding you accountable, that's a difficult task. I think the easiest way to think about it is, you could join a gym at a small fee, and they don't care if you show up, attend, don't attend, lose weight, gain weight, nutrition. They don't care as long as you pay the monthly fee. If you hire a personal trainer, they're going to care about your nutrition, and they're going to make sure that they have to have results. Otherwise, you're not going to continue to pay them. And that's why they charge such a crazy rate, because they have to produce at a high level. So again, I'm plugging a little bit of the positives with a team. But it's something to really think about. The failure rate is massive when you're an independent agent first starting out by yourself. But again, those are some things to think about. Some other cons are, you have to pay for all of your fees, all of your expenses. So signs, business cards, headshots, marketing material. You have to provide your own leads. It's very difficult to find clients, and leads are the second reason people drop out of real estate, because they can't meet enough clients. They don't earn enough money. And leads are so expensive. The average lead out there on, for example, a platform like Zillow is $1,000 a lead. A lot of other platforms out there are between $200 to $500. Now, again, you can buy leads for $5. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you buy 1,000 leads for $2 each and you convert one of those 1,000. That's what I'm talking about. Because again, leads don't cost $1,000. They cost $1,000 to get a sale from that. That's how many leads that it takes. So again, let's say it's Zillow, for example, and you buy $1,000 worth of leads. Normally Zillow might give you 3 or 4, depending on the area. So out of that 4, they're saying that one of those 4 will convert. And Zillow is actually not quite that high, but just for that example. So I just really wanted to make sure you understand, there's a lot of good pros also being an independent agent. It really depends on if you're self-motivated, self-driven, you're very organized, and you're driven, and you do everything on your own, and you don't want to have a boss. It's fantastic to be on your own. There's still a lot of highly successful people that are independent, but there's also cons, because you're not seeing people, you're not interacting with people, you're not getting to know everybody on a first name basis and chatting with everybody. Because again, when you're independent by yourself at a brokerage, say with 200, 300, 500 people, it's very difficult to get to know everybody, right? So you have to really understand, what is your personality like, and what are you looking for? An independent agent has lots of pros and also lots of cons, so really think about that.